Is this film a deep feminist parable about women being robbed of their bodily autonomy, an intentional schlockfest homaging 70s horror films, or just unironic entertainment? Whatever it is, it's a hell of a lot of fun. Greetings, crew members. We're back with another review. Malignant was directed by James Wan and stars Annabelle Wallis. The film follows Maddie as she is tormented by visions of a monstrous murderer bent on a mission of revenge. Little does she know that the killer and her share a very close relationship. Okay, was that synopsis vague enough? Good. Now go watch this film before I spoil it. I was spoiled about the plot of this film before I saw it, but I feel like if I hadn't known the twist, I would have had no reason to watch it. I also know that I'm the millionth YouTuber to review it, but how can I not talk about this movie? So one final time, skip to this time code to avoid spoilers and trigger warnings for the following. Malignant opens on Arkham Asylum circa 1993 as the doctors are dealing with the monster they keep locked up. Its murderous rampage is the final straw, causing the doctor to exclaim almost to no one,
"It's time. We cut out the cancer."
Flash forward, we meet Maddie, who is pregnant and married to an asshole. He's abusive and attacks her for having 3 previous miscarriages. Really helping her pregnancy there, huh, you asshole? Later that night, Maddie and her hubby are attacked, and hubby is killed. Boo-hoo. And Maddie wakes up in the hospital with a dead spouse and a 4th miscarriage. Oof. Sorry, Maddie. Sydney, Maddie's younger sister, is introduced. She's incredibly supportive and loving, and their relationship is one of the best things about Malignant. Sydney never gives up on her sister. She comforts her for her loss. She breaks into her dead-bolted 2-story house just to check on her, and even goes to an abandoned cliffside mental hospital just to prove her innocence. That girl's dedicated. After a series of brutal murders, the film escalates when it's revealed that Maddie's tormentor is a malicious entity named Gabriel that talks to people through phones and radios, and is killing the doctors he failed to kill in the film's opening rampage. Sydney, revealed to be Maddie's adoptive sister, investigates Gabriel's mysterious origins and the first 8 years of Maddie's life before she was adopted. She uncovers the horrific secret that Gabriel was a conjoined twin absorbed into Maddie's back. The doctors that Gabriel now hunts are the ones who removed most of his body and left only his mind and face intact. Thanks to using Maddie's miscarriages to reconstitute himself, he can now take control of Maddie's body and endow her with super strength and speed, and uses her to get his revenge. This revelation comes just in time for Gabriel, to murder just so many people. You see, Maddie did what any reasonable person would do and told the cops about her connection to the murderer. That, plus the battered and kidnapped woman falling from her ceiling in front of 2 detectives, means she's cooling her heels. Did I use that phrase right? In a holding cell full of dated stereotypes. Gabriel doesn't like this, and then he murders all of the criminals and then all of the cops like a goddamn super ninja. Gabriel then escapes, goes to the hospital to murder both Sydney and the kidnapped woman, who is revealed to be Maddie and Gabriel's biological mother. Just in time, Maddie gains control of her body and traps Gabriel in the same fake reality he'd been trapping her in. And then Maddie Hulk lifts a bed off her sister. The end? Question mark. So, is this movie dumb, intentionally dumb, or secretly brilliant? This has been a bit of a mystery for me, as well as most of the internet. The dialogue in the film's opening is incredibly cheesy, and it sounds like it's lifted straight out of a trauma movie.
You've been a bad, bad boy, Gabriel.
I will kill you.
Oh my God. He speaks.
He's broadcasting his thoughts.
And the premise is inherently laughable. But there is something deeper. Something just under the surface, hiding, like a monster twin. Could it be feminism? Despite the obvious connection of the male Gabriel taking control of Maddie's body for his own purposes, there are moments in this film that reinforce that message of bodily autonomy. Maddie's abusive husband specifically refers to Maddie's previous miscarriages as...
How many times do I have to watch my children die inside of you?
Oh. Is this secretly a comment on how male patriarchal systems divorce unborn babies from their mothers by claiming ownership over women's bodies? Do they then use this as an excuse to exert power and control over women to justify their own abuse? In the end of the film, Maddie explains that the enhanced strength and speed she thought Gabriel was endowing her with was actually her own, and that Gabriel was stealing it for his own ends. Is this a comment on how the patriarchy robs women of their own internal strength and value to fulfill their own ends? Is Maddie's realization representative of the suffragette movement? Sydney and Maddie's relationship is a core theme in the film. Perhaps they're meant to show that the only way for women to overcome this deep male power imbalance is through solidarity and mutual upliftment. Also, did you see that part where Gabriel smashed that disco lady's head in? That was awesome! Okay, so I may be reading too much into this, but I'm not entirely convinced I am. Malignant is a real mystery. Is it trying to be deep, or is it just trying to be over the top? Either way, it's loads of fun. I genuinely couldn't take my eyes off the screen. There are scenes in this movie that are terrifying and tense. The visuals, especially the transitions in Maddie's mind, are excellent. Gabriel himself is one of the coolest movie monsters perhaps since the Babadook. The way he moves, his long coat, his hair, and even the custom knife he fashions from a medical award are great visuals. Dear Hot Toys, please give me a 17-inch Gabriel statue with posable action. Sincerely, Chris. I've had a real hard time justifying not giving this movie a perfect score, but fuck it, Malignant gets a 5 out of 5. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this review. You can check out other videos on our channel. We have other reviews, let's plays, fun stuff like that. Also, if you want to support us further, we have a Patreon and Ko-Fi listed below. But don't forget to just like and subscribe and spread us around, and stay safe and be who you are.